You feel stressed or anxious? Well, you're not alone. Over 25% of us will experience a mental health related issue in our lifetime if we carry on the way we do. Our kids, the majority of them are overstressing in their exams. And from a very young age, we've all learnt to deal with challenges in a way that isn't helpful in the modern world that we're living. We're biologically primed, just like our ancestors were, to scan for threats. And instead of having life-threatening threats every day, we now see threats in our comfort or to our capability or to our job or not being liked. And we're constantly bombarded with a reality in front of us where we haven't upgraded our operating system, our psychology, our mindset in order to how to deal and meet these challenges. And the end result is massive burnout, performance decrements, and most importantly, this feeling that a lot of people are surviving throughout our days rather than thriving. And to change this process can be very simple. Science has created this amazing phenomenon called flow, an optimal experience that we have during the challenge, during the stress of it all, during the struggle. Instead of fight, flight or freezing and having mild kind of tight force, stressful responses to situations that leave us exhausted and stressed and hitting the wine and hitting the booze and etc. at the end of the day, there's another option, which is to slip into flow, is to have, within all that effort, have an effortless experience. It's what elite athletes seek. It's what entrepreneurs seek. Anyone who's performing or performing under pressure at the pointy end of what they do takes the time to learn and understand, how do I sustainably respond to all these challenges continuously in a way that I'm going to come out feeling fantastic, feeling energized, rather than feeling exhausted, drained, surrendered. And learning about our experience, learning how stress operates in our body, can give us huge insights as to how to change, how to react and respond differently in certain circumstances. Stress can have monumental effects in our body. It can change our skin health. It can change what we eat. It can change what we do. It can determine most of our life, and it can massively impact the relationships we have with colleagues and the relationships we have with our loved ones. We can come home from a day of work, and instead of maximizing the amazing relationships that we have around us, we end up with passive aggression and stressful conversations, and ending up wanting just to avoid situations. And when the stressful situations come up at work, for a lot of people, we end up avoiding those situations rather than embracing it, seeing it as an opportunity to grow, seeing it as a challenge and a test that can bring out our best abilities. And just because all of us may not be elite athletes, just because all of us may not be ambassadors or presidents who are performing at that pointy end and need a personal coach or trainer, doesn't mean that we need to not take our personal management professionally. It doesn't mean that we don't need to give significance to how we operate during our challenges throughout our day-to-day, because our experience is our own. It's the sum of our individual experience that is going to determine the overall experience of our life and the quality of our life. So we have a choice. Just because we're not paid to do it, are we going to take responsibility and choose to develop the quality of our experience?